What up? Welcome back to the Lavar Walker Show. What's happening? Good to see everybody back here. This is the place to be. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in like y'all always do. But here we are back. Let me straighten this up. I am so trying to get this shit just right. I hope I'm even looking in the camera. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Lavar Walker's show. What's happening? We here. We all locked down. That this is I don't know what this is, this coronavirus shit, but I've been on lock. Man. I haven't been able to do any shows. I just been working. I'm almost I want to go back to doing shows, but I'm a little bit I don't know, because I don't want to get sick. And I see a lot, shout out to all the comics who are out there in these streets putting it down and holding it up, but I just don't know, because I'm watching people, I'm looking at these videos, and it's a lot of dirty motherfuckers at these shows, and I'm almost disgusted. When I look at videos of comedy shows that's in bars and grills and hole in the walls and little shitty clubs, that air quality don't look right in there. And it makes me nervous. I'm a little bit apprehensive about getting on stage. So I've kind of chalked it up for 2020. I don't think I'm going to return back to the stage this entire year of 2020. So I don't even know. I was thinking the other day, I wonder if I even know how to do comedy right now. I wonder if I can get on stage in front of people and even make them laugh. I'm scratching my head because I'm confused. I'm really confused. I don't know. I hope I got some. I don't even know. I can't even remember how to do a lot of my old jokes. So I just been holding on. I've been holding on through this shit, pretty much just going to work every day, fighting my way in the pharmacy, dealing with sick ass people, and just trying to figure it out. Because I really felt this year would have been a pivotal year for my life to change, but Corona said, nigga, no. No, we're going to change some things about you and your life. And I'm not mad at it, because I said this last week, I'm able to be on with the family, everything's cool. And since I am home a lot, I've been looking around the house, just looking for shit to rebuild and to remodel. Nothing that I can do myself, because I'm not the handiest guy in the world, but I've been trying to look for projects and shit to do. And I do think I have decided that I'm gonna redo my closet, lay some floors, do this whole little sneaker thing in my closet. I'm gonna do that shit myself, and I'm gonna give it a shot. And I know my wife will probably be pissed off, because you looking at a guy, it took me probably almost 3 hours to hang a crystal ceiling, one of them crystal chandelier ceiling fans. It took me a while, but I finally got it. I mean, that shit, I just couldn't get it right, but I didn't give up. I did not give up. I kept trying to hang the damn thing and put I made the worst of the worst mistakes. That's one thing about it. I made the worst of the worst mistakes, and I just kept going. I kept getting back up on that ladder, taking shit down, going up and down the ladder, putting the fan. I put that fan together about 3 or 4 times. And then I hung the fan, thought I had the wiring right, hit the light, and all the power in the house went out. So I blew a fuse. It was crazy. But guess what? I got that fan up. That shit good. It shake a little bit. It's a little shake, but I look at that as it having personality. So, but what's going on? What has been going on in the news? Things have been crazy. Starting with our buddy, Mr. Kanye West. Let me tell you something. I don't care how crazy people may call Kanye or how crazy I think Kanye is. I love him, and I'm still gonna rock my goddamn Yeezys. I don't care. These are comfortable shoes. These are the greatest dad shoes on earth. There's no cooler time than to be a 40-something-year-old dad because of Kanye, because he's made us really cool daddy clothes that I love to rock. So Is he off his rocker? Yes. And people say, this is what kills me. Now people are trying to somehow not use the term crazy and talk about what, we shouldn't use those words. But you have to say something when somebody's talking out of their mind. Like, what do you say? You cannot just have people run around here just saying anything out of their neck. That's insanity. Once we start to give in to a lot of insanity, we ourselves become insane. You can't. I mean, the certain shit he says, and I try to interpret the shit like, okay, I get what you're saying, but you didn't say it right. I give him that. And a lot of rappers and shit come to his aid, but a lot of people come to his aid too because he is Kanye, because he's the most famous, he's the richest, and they know. Motherfucker, a billionaire. You don't meet too many of these billionaires. Not a lot of them are running around on the earth. It's 8 billion of us, and it's only right now it's only 2,000 of them. So you have a lot of guys who are just saying shit to save face, to stay in good graces. But do I think the nigga's crazy? Abso-fucking-lutely, I think he's crazy. I think he's out of his fucking mind, but I love him in the same. And I don't think he will be able to become Kanye without being that crazy. So would I want to be that crazy too? Maybe. Because doing this shit I'm doing, sitting here talking to basically to you, but I don't see you right now, and I'm just sitting in this room talking, this shit is definitely crazy. When I started comedy, I didn't think I would have to do hundreds of videos and do a podcast and do this just to get people into me, just to get people to see me. I was having this conversation today. I was like, what has comedy become? What is this shit? I haven't laughed. I've looked at a lot of specials. I've been looking at a lot of comedy specials. A lot of the comedy specials I've been seeing, not all of them, but a lot of them are way funnier with the sound off. And this isn't any diss or any hate to any of my comedic comrades and colleagues. It's just the shit is funnier with the sound off. And I would ask any of you to watch a comedy special with the sound off. The shit is really funny because the facial expressions, you know what I'm saying? So this was a comedy special without no sound. That's what it looks like, and it's funny to watch the person go through the motions. And I think that might be a big thing, like we go back to Charlie Chaplin, because we're so overwhelmed by people talking and doing video and shit. There might be some joy in actually watching a person be a mime in 2020. I can see that. But Kanye did say last week, I thought he was going to drop his album. He said that Harriet Tubman didn't free black people, which is untrue. She actually did. She got black people to freedom. And he said, I guess we were somehow working for the white people again, which threw me for an entire loop. I don't even know where he comes up with this shit. I don't know what makes him wake up and run out and want to just speak and just throw shit out like that. But that's what he does. That's Kanye for you. And then he goes on to rant about Kim having some affair with Meek Mill, and on and on and on, talking about the Kardashian, the Kris Jenner, all this shit. And then, we have to be silenced because I guess he's displaying his bipolarness, which I don't fucking know. I mean, I guess he is bipolar, but it's hard for me to feel sorry for a motherfucking billionaire. I don't care, okay? That's just me. Could I be saying that from a cruel place? Maybe, or maybe a jealous place. Who knows? I want some fucking money. I want to be a billionaire. Give me bipolarness with billions, nigga. I take it every time. It'll be jumping my ass up, going into that fucking shithole. What is my life becoming right now? Anyway, let's just keep talking. Roy Jones is about to fight Mike Tyson. It's 2020. Mike Tyson is coming out of retirement to fight Roy Jones Jr., I never thought I would have seen that in my lifetime, where we get to watch 50-something-year-old retired boxers return to the ring to fight each other in an exhibition match. Now, I've been looking at Roy and I've been looking at Mike. I saw some footage of Mike Tyson when I tell you the boy putting the work in. Mike Tyson's punches sound like goddamn bullets. I'm talking about them shit, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's like boom, boom, boom. Like, I feel sorry for the dude that's holding the heavy bag. For the dude that's getting punched with the mitts, God bless you. Because I know you have to go home and soak and Epsom salt or take some naproxen or ibuprofen or something. But Mike Tyson is in peak prime Mike Tyson punch-out condition. But what's scarier about this Mike Tyson now, he's so experienced and that's so many years of muscle memory. I think that Mike is way more dangerous than he might have been when he was in his youth, because he knows where to hit. He can see the hits coming, like when Spider-Man sees shit in slow motion. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy watching him. And then he talks, you know, all praises to Allah. I want to give all praises to Allah. Praise God. I praise God every day. I'm a warrior. I want to get up. I want to fight. I want to show the world. Mike Tyson is scary, man. One of the greatest boxers of my lifetime, of our lifetime. You know, the difference in, like, you know, like Mayweather has like the perfect record. I think, you know, I'm not like in the boxing from a technical standpoint, but I know, you know, Mayweather's dope. Like, Mayweather can, not now. I don't understand why this is ringing, and I have my airplane mode on, but it's ringing. I don't get that. Maybe I need to turn airplane mode on here. Y'all gonna watch me go through the growing pains of doing this damn podcast. Y'all are definitely gonna watch that. I don't even know how to turn off. Can I turn on airplane mode on my? I don't know. I don't even know. But one thing about Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson, scariest boxer of our day. Everybody feared Mike. Wasn't nobody fucking with Mike Tyson. You wasn't fucking with Mike Tyson. Wasn't no goons running up on Mike. Wasn't no rappers trying Mike. It's different with Mayweather. Rappers done tried him. T.I. tried, you know, punched him or some shit. Then that little NBA young boy, you know what I'm saying, he cussed him out, you know, messing with the man's daughter, called him a bitch ass nigga with his daughter right there. Like, he would have never done that to Mike. Could you imagine? Could you imagine somebody doing that to Mike in Mike's prime? You messing with Mike? Why would you make me do this to you? I don't want to do that. I love you. You're gonna make me snap. You're gonna pull something out of me, and I don't want anything to come up out of me like that. I'll make you love me. I will make love to you. That's what Mike. That's how threatening and how scary Mike was during that day. But I'm going to call this fight, and I'm going to say that I believe Roy Jones is going to lose. I think Roy Jones is going to get his ass whooped. I watched him spar. The nigga was in the ring in some flip-flops. I don't know what he's preparing for. I think Roy Jones think Mike playing. Like, I don't think Roy thinks this is a serious fight or something, because he's literally in a boxing ring in flip-flops that's too small for his feet. And he's throwing these I don't know. But Roy, get your shit together. Shout out to Roy Jones, because that was one of the first events I ever did, you know, when I was a very young comic. I got to, like, host this, like, celebrity game. It was some celebrity game, and Roy Jones was a part of that basketball team. So shout out to Roy Jones, man. That was a dope experience. Roy was a very nice guy. I got to post a picture of that again. But I still think you're going to lose, Roy, but you my nigga, though. Another thing, too, Joe Rogan, this has been big in the news. Joe Rogan is leaving Los Angeles. Joe Rogan has decided to leave LA. I'm a huge fan of the Joe Rogan podcast. I listen to him all the time, every show. And Joe is my inspiration for doing my podcast myself. And Joe is leaving LA because LA, the crime, he says, is too overcrowded. There's too many homeless people. The crime is outrageous. And the taxes are too high. So Joe Rogan is moving to Texas. And I think that Joe is going to take a huge portion of California with him because, like, straight up, Joe Rogan is like the Oprah for men. And I think his reach is really huge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even for black dudes, like, I mean, he got every demo. I think he got every race of man or something. And it makes total sense. I never was a fan of wanting to live in California unless I was getting a huge check. Never had any desire to chase fame and shit in Hollywood. I've been flown out to Hollywood to do certain things. Let me clarify. I've been flown out for shows, auditioning, shit like that before anybody say something. But I've never wanted to live there unless I was working there. But I would not want to be a pharmacist in California. It's no way. The cost of living's too high. I don't think I could have. That wouldn't be a great life. I just don't see it. Not on the pharmacist's salary. I don't think that'd be a good life. So shout out to Joe. And people that are in California, you might as well get the fuck out of there now, because now, I guess one of the main purposes of going to California and going to Hollywood was to, pursue the dream in entertainment. But the way this shit is looking now, I just don't know when we'll be back to normal. And the way the internet is now, everybody's getting discovered online. There's nobody really coming into the club anymore. I don't see that. I think most people are getting discovered online. I think writers are getting inspiration to write certain things just based on the person that you are. And I think the total landscape of entertainment and everything in between has been changed forever. Forever. I think we can live and work where we please now. As long as we have some type of Wi-Fi connection, we will be okay. So, and that's going to be a huge impact for the Texas comedy scene. Shout out to my homie Ali Sadiq and all the great comedians down in Texas. That'd be a big shot in the arm, because I'm sure that's going to bring a lot of fanfare. I'm sure the comedy clubs in Texas will be booming based off of Joe Rogan living there. Now, I don't know. I'm wondering, how the Comedy Store, I guess the Comedy Store will be okay if they ever open. The Laugh Factory, the Improv, hopefully all those will make it. But a lot of people are moving out of LA. And I don't blame people. LA, New York, it's just so damn expensive. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how anybody does it, man. My baby brother lives in New York. He has a thriving business out there, so he's able to do quite well. But just for a regular worker stiff like myself, I just don't know how I would survive. I mean, it's just the cost of living is so goddamn high. The rent is high. And people are coming out of there in droves. So who knows? Who knows? I never would have wanted to move to LA. I love it here in Georgia. I love the space. I love the realness of the people. I love the drive. And we have traffic, but I don't think it's gotten as bad as LA's traffic, because LA traffic is bad. If you ever been to LA, if you put in Waze, you got to go somewhere and it's 2 miles away, that shit might take you, a 2-mile drive in LA might take you 30 minutes. I'm not even playing. 2 to 3 mile drive might be 30 minutes. So you have to leave everywhere really, really early, really soon. So I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of these women too are getting faced. I want to know something. Women, if you're a woman, please chime in on this. It seems like women are going to the surgeon, and a lot of y'all are getting the exact same face. There's this Seems to be some prototypical face that most women are getting. I don't understand why, but a lot of y'all are looking the same. I've been watching Instagram. A lot of y'all faces are identical. It's identical. I don't know, like when you go to the surgeon, if there's a universal face that's on the wall and you point to that face, like back in the day when brothers used to go to the barber shop and point to the number haircut they want on the barbershop chart. But there's this universal face, and beware. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not dissing the ladies. I love the ladies, but be careful with that shit for real. Oh boy, this is a rough one. Also, people been sending me this video about this lady from Nigeria that's been talking about using hydroxychloroquine. She treated 350 patients with the hydroxychloroquine and the azithromycin. As I said on the 85 South show, as I've said previously, practicing pharmacy for over damn near 20 years, you cannot use an anti-malarial to fight a virus. I don't see it. It's not going to work. Furthermore, when you use hydroxychloroquine with azithromycin, that is a known side effect for forever. It's a known side effect for over 10 years that using hydroxychloroquine with azithromycin will cause QT prolongation, which is basically short for saying that you could probably go into an arrhythmia and heart failure. So I don't understand why people are still tooting this horn of using hydroxychloroquine to treat COVID. Because COVID-19 is a virus, and what kills you is not the COVID. What's killing people is your immune system fighting the virus. So once this shit gets into your lungs and your lungs trying to fight it, what's killing people and what's causing them not to be able to breathe is that the white blood cells are rushing to the lungs and pus builds up inside the small little bronchioles in the lungs that look like, think of them little tiny balloons. Just think of those filled with water, and you can't breathe. So that is more so an immune response. I don't understand how treating an immune response with an anti-malarial drug will help. So I'm sure that lady in Nigeria is a fine, wonderful doctor, but I'm going to say no, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. I don't see that shit working. If those 350 patients were cured or somehow came out of it, I strongly doubt if it was due to the use of the hydroxychloroquine. You use that shit for when you go to Africa to prevent yourself from getting malaria. It's an anti-malarial. There's no way that it'll work. So the NBA season is coming back, and I know I'm just going from topic to topic because I have to keep doing this shit until I get it down. But anyway, NBA season is coming back. The guys are playing in a bubble, which is crazy. I'm a little excited to see the new season. I can't wait to check it out. I know it's gonna be weird watching them play in the bubble. I guess it'll look like watching them play 2K or some shit. But they'll be in the bubble hooping, and who knows? I just don't understand how they can really control this virus inside of this thing with people breathing on each other, playing ball, running up and down the court, sweat dripping and shit, especially if this shit's supposed to be airborne. So I have no idea. Also, they said that I read that black on black crime is a myth. That's what's being reported right now. Don't really speak on black crime. And they're saying that this is exaggerated and black on black crime is not real, and we should be careful using the word black on black crime. Well, nigga, if black on black crime is not real, so the nigga that shot at me and tried to rob me, that didn't happen. Either that didn't happen or I'm not black. One or the other. I just don't know how we continue to evade this topic for discussion in our community. It definitely needs to be discussed. It definitely needs to be addressed. So I don't get it. I don't get it. That shit is real as fuck. And for the people that are saying that, please go interview some of the mothers that have lost their babies and some of the niggas that done got killed by other niggas. Go interview them and tell them that it's a myth. Please. Please do it. Do it for me. Do the shit for me and let me know how that interview goes. Okay. I can't believe I'm chewing gum on this shit. This shit almost rougher than I thought. I thought I was gonna really find some shit to talk about and vibe, but I don't see anything. I don't see a damn thing. But fuck it. I guess we can just hang out here and talk about what the hell going on online. So a 25-year-old girl, a 25-year-old Instagram star killed herself and her 2 children. Shaquia Philpott drove her car with a 10-month-old twin boy into a pond in Augusta. Very sad. I've never seen her on Instagram. With a beautiful young lady with very handsome boys. All I would say is everybody check on people, man. All this shit ain't sweet out here, man. Check on your friends. Check on them. I get down myself sometimes. So call and check on people and see how they doing, because that's very, very tragic and sad. Also, for the millionth time, they talking about Kim and Kanye getting a divorce. I don't see it. I mean, I don't see it now. I just don't see it. For what? Or maybe they will. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Kanye really feels like he's in the sunken place and he's ready to get out. Literally get out of there. But with 5 kids, is it 5? I don't know, 4 or 5 kids. That's a monster, boy. You need to be a billionaire to have all them goddamn kids talk about getting a divorce, especially in L.A. Well, they take every goddamn thing in L.A. Let me take this fucking gum out. Well, I think this is it. I am out of time. I don't have shit else to talk about. It's almost like everything has been talked about or something. I'm just trying to figure this shit out myself. I swear I am. When y'all see me on here doing this, it's just me trying to figure it out. And that is it. I think we're done. I think we're done for today. So this has been another episode of the Lavar Walker podcast show. I'm gonna have to do a better job in preparation. So y'all tune in next week, and this shit'll be way better. But thank you for coming out and fucking with me, and make sure you subscribe, check out my merch, and we'll keep this thing going. So thank you. Another episode of the Lavar Walker Show. I'm out. Peace.